Okay. John has a reading goal. He checks out 3 boxes of 7 books from the library. After finishing them, he realizes that he beat his goal by 5 books. Label the tape diagram to find John's reading goal. So what is John doing here? John has a reading goal. So for that, he goes and checks out 3 boxes of 7 books. That means each box has 7 books in it. Okay? After finishing reading, he found that he beat his goal by 5 books. That means his goal was 5 books less than what he read. So we also have to label a tape diagram to find John's reading goal. Come on, let's do it. So for this problem, we have to do a tape diagram, a number sentence, and a statement. Let me draw the tape diagram. So he checked off 3 boxes of 7 books. So each box has 7 books in it. So 7 goes in the second box and 7 goes in the third box. We know that 7 plus 7 is 14, and 14 plus 7 makes 21. So 21 is a total. And this is about the John's reading, right? So next step is to make a number sentence. Since we know from the question the size of each group is 7, and also we know the number of groups, which is 3. What we have to find is the total. If we have to find the total, then we have to go for a multiplication number sentence, right? So the multiplication number sentence for this problem is 3 times 7, or 3 groups of 7 equals what? We have found 3 groups of 7, or 3 times 7 is 21. Now let us do the statement. John reads 21 books. Period. The tape diagram here shows John's reading goal, where the John's reading goal is shown in the blue rectangle. But he has read 5 more books. Okay, so we have to find the John's actual reading goal. We also know the total number of books that he read is 21. And the question says that John beat his reading goal by 5 books. So we have to make a subtraction equation. 21 minus 5 equals what? 21 minus 5 is 16. So the statement is John's goal was to read 16 books. Period. So in this question, if you know the total length and one part of it, so you know the total as well as one part of it, then you can subtract and find out the other part, right? So you know the total So you know this total, and also you know one part of it. So to find this part, you just have to subtract the one part from the total to find the other part. So that is what we have done in this question. 21 minus 5 is 16, and John's goal was to read 16 bucks. The question is, Mr. Kim plants 20 trees around the neighborhood pond. He plants equal number of maple, pine, spruce and birch tree. He waters spruce and birch tree before it gets dark. How many trees does Mr. Kim still need to water? Draw and label a tape diagram. What is Mr. Kim doing? Mr. Kim is planting 20 number of trees. So we know the total as 20. Total equals 20 trees. He plants equal number of maple, that is 1, pine, 2, spruce and birch. So maple, pine, spruce and birch tree. So there are 4 different types of trees that he is planting. So the number of groups that we know is 4. He waters spruce. He is watering only 2 trees, which is spruce and birch tree, right? So what we have to find is how many trees does he still need to water. So we know the total and we also know the groups. What we have to find is the size of each number of trees that he planted. So we have to find the size of each tree. Spruce tree that he planted, and each tree, birch tree, maple tree, pine tree, and we also know that he planted equal number of trees. Okay, so since we know the total and the groups, we have to go for a division number sentence, which is 20 divided by 4 equals what? Let me draw a tape diagram. So we know that there are 4 groups. Let me put 4. And the total is 20. Let us divide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So each group has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in it. So 20 divided by 4 is 5. So the statement is, Mr. Kim plants 5 of each type of trees. Period. That is the first statement. The second part of the question is, he waters only 2 types of trees, that is the spruce and the birch tree, right? And we have to find how many trees he still needs to water. So what we have found so far is each type of tree is 5 in number. So each type is 5 in number, and he is watering 2 types of tree, right? So 2 types of tree, right? The 2 as such, and then times each type has 5 in it. So 2 times 5 equals what? Will be the number sentence, multiplication number sentence. So I have drawn a tape diagram here that is for spruce and this is for birch tree. So we have 5 number of spruce and 5 number of birch. That is what we have found, and the number of trees he is watering is 10. 2 times 5 means 5 plus 5. So 5 for spruce and 5 for birch tree. So he is he has watered only 10 trees. So for that, now let us move on to the third part of the question. How many trees does Mr. Kim still need to water? We know the total number of trees as 20, and we also know that he watered 10 trees. So Mr. Kim still need to water 20 minus 10. Total minus number of trees watered. So this is total. This is number of trees watered equals what? We know that 20 minus 10, 0 minus 0 is 0, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 20 minus 10 is 10. So these are the number of trees that are not watered or still needs to water. So we can write the statement as Mr. Kim still needs to water 10 trees. Period. So in this question, this problem, the total is 20. This is the total, and we know that it is 20. And what he watered is 10. And what we have to find is, this is what we have to find, that he still needs to water. So this is the thing that we have to find, the red mark. That will give you the number of trees that he needs to water. So that is why we went for subtraction number sentence. 20 minus 10 is 10. And the statement was Mrs. Kim still needs to water 10 trees.